Well, hello everybody. No, I'm not Christine, but I do like to watch her channel. It's been a few days. I don't know how many of you actually had a chance to watch a little bit of the, whatchamacallit? The Oktoberfest one that I did with the spice packages from, whatchamacallit? Raw Spice Bar. That was a lot of fun. The schnitzel is so incredible. I have to change the recipe with the pretzels, which I did actually turn into rolls, but there was so much baking soda in it that I made it according to the recipe, but it made them in non-palatable. They were disgusting. They smelled good though. I wish I had the caraway seasoning recipe that they used, because that part was good. I could taste the dough, I guess, and I could taste around the baking soda. I could sense what it would have been without it, without the excessive amounts of baking soda. But anyway, I hope y'all are well. I am. The handle of my refrigerator just fell off, so that's fun. The smoke detector gods are angry at me again. It's so angry at me because the one in the bedroom is going off right now. Well, it's beeping. It's doing the beeping thing. And then the one in the kitchen was doing stuff. If you can see that one. That one I can easily take care of, which I did, so it's no longer beeping at me. But I had both of them going on at the same time. Which is a pain in the ass, because I can either sleep downstairs or in my bedroom or up in the loft. And one or the other. I cannot do both. So, updates. As you can see, I did color my hair. I haven't done that in such a long time. I had a band, and I really like the more cooler toned red. It's always been a favorite of mine, and it was like that for a long time. But anyway, and you can, if you can notice, that I am also on a different device. I have a new phone. I have a Motorola G4 Play, because while I did love my iPhone 5C, it was starting to show its age, to the point where there were features that I used constantly that stopped working. Other things were working intermittently, and yeah, it was time. It was not functioning properly, and the iPhone 5C is going to be obsolete through my carrier very soon, now that the iPhone 7 has been released. And I don't have the $700,000, $800,000 to spend on a new phone, period. Or, well, anything. I can get a brand new gaming laptop for less than what an iPhone costs. I'd much rather have the gaming laptop, ladies and gentlemen. There is weird noises happening in my house, and I don't know why. Not earlier today, but this afternoon. No, not even then. Evening. Not even an hour ago. Our power went off. Like the whole building. Which was weird. And it flickered for a little bit, came on for a second, went back off, came back on. And then, I don't know. It's been weird. Weird day. And let's see. Today, this is literally a brand new phone. I went to Sprint today to get it activated. So that was nice. I had to go to Walmart because I needed a point of origin so that I could find the Sprint store, because I knew there was a new one on York, but I didn't know where it was. It's okay, I needed to go to Walmart anyway. So I picked up a new shawl. Weird noises are happening in my house and I don't understand why. Weird. I don't know. Really weird. So, let's see, Walmart, went to the Sprint store, remembered that I needed to get dog food for Monet after I left Walmart and was in Sprint. And so that was fun. And so I went to the grocery store, got some food for myself and the dog, and of course got some snacks. Gotta have snacks. And if y'all were not aware, so I got that all done finally. Let's see, what did we do? Yesterday was therapy. Therapy's fine. I'm still in a really nice maintenance. Everything's good. I am happy. I am well. I am peaceful. Things are good. Things are really good. Actually, they're extremely good. And let me tell you why. For many years, I have had friends always say, hey, why don't you get into voice acting? You're really good at it. Why don't you do, something like that? And then the whole audiobooks thing, exploded, and I've been wanting to get into that for a while. And so I finally have been able to get into audiobook narration. Now, what I'm doing now currently is volunteer, or as a volunteer for LibriVox.org. And they always 100% free, is public domain. We narrate, edit, produce public domain audiobooks. Right now I'm working on chapter 8 of the Stone Ground Ghost Tales. You can find the book on Amazon, but it is also public domain. The copyright has worn out. It's from the early 1900s. And it's a lot of fun. Each chapter is its own separate ghost tale of that era, but yet they're all intertwined, I guess. So there's someone different for reading each of these chapters. So I will have more information once I'm finished. I finished recording it today. I need to edit it. Actually, I've recorded it 3 times now. And I've edited it. Well, I haven't edited it at all now. But I have a new microphone and a pop filter and an audio box. And a box with the foam in it. There you put the microphone in it. It's like, because I can't have a sound room, because I have no room to have a sound studio, a recording studio. So I've been doing that. It's been fun. I need to edit. I haven't had time to edit because I've been doing everything else. I barely had time to sit, relax, think, and do homework. I've barely been able to do homework. Last week was tough. I had 13 essays in total to do last week. This week it's just 6, which is good. I know my final essay coming up in the next few weeks is about, I have to create my own myth. My own myth. I really don't know how to go about doing that, honestly. Man. I just wish I had time to sleep. That would be great. But I have to sleep upstairs in the loft tonight because I can't sleep with a smoke detector beeping at me. I know I keep complaining about the beeping, but it requires me getting a really, really heavy tall ladder by myself and getting up on the ladder up onto a vaulted ceiling, a very high vaulted ceiling. that's the difficulty of it, is the height situation. The height, the looking down, it's not the falling, it's the landing. That will hurt. But anyway, I need to get back to doing these 10-minute vloggy things because, well, it's part of my coping skill thing, my own, the experiment, the treatment, trying to keep me on track, but I haven't been able to do it because I haven't really had the time nor the ability to do that. And now that I have this new phone that actually works properly, I can do it a lot easier because I can record and shove it right back onto YouTube as it's done. So that's really nice. I know I've been skipping around a lot. I'm tired, and I did want to catch and touch base with y'all. And I know that I need time. I have no time to do anything. I wanted so much to get that ginger video out. I haven't even researched it at all, barely, and I feel awful because I promised, and I hate breaking promises. I'm not trying to break these promises. I have no time. School takes up so much time, but then I also have all these other things I need to do, and it's not about spreading one's time, so it's I don't know. School takes a lot of time. That was the biggest thing, was last week, where we had 6 discussion questions last week. And for those discussion questions, the mythology professor wants an essay. Not a long, not a big several-page essay, but still, it's a short essay. It's an essay nonetheless, which requires research and citations, and that has to be done properly. And so there are 6 of those. That's, like 5 paragraphs each. So that's 30 paragraphs. I have to cite something for all of them, so I am always having to research. And then there was a study guide for the exam next week. And there are 6 questions on that, and her exams are essay exams. Each question is an essay, and these aren't short essays. This is not a short essay exam. This is like an actual essay. So that was 6 more essays, so that's 12. And then I had a research essay due, so that's 13. So literally all week, last week, I was doing nothing but writing and researching for this stupid class. It's not a stupid class. I'm enjoying the class. I'm not enjoying the let's shove 13 essays in a week at these students. I swear, I don't know if she's doing it intentionally to annoy the hell out of me. Probably not. But, I go back to school as... And I understand that these classes are not necessarily catered to adults with adult responsibilities and work and things, and adults who are not living at home with mommy and daddy and having, they have to, or, people like me, adults, we have to run our own errands, pay our own bills, work, so that we can pay our bills and have a roof over our head and have a place to sleep and food in the fridge and have a fridge that is on and keeps things cool, and a cell phone and internet so she can do her schoolwork. I know that the classes are not catered to adult students, but they also know that there are many adult students enrolled in the college. So, I don't know. I don't know. And even so, even if the student is not an adult student, there's other classes that the students, me and they, are taking. which also requires a lot of reading, which requires essays and projects and things, and I'm so tired. And it's Thursday, and last week I had to, oh my god, I have no time. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Yesterday was therapy, which was fine, but even then I could feel like he even could tell that I was feeling pressured, like I was under the gun to do things with deadlines and due dates, and none of it has to do with the audiobook thing, because I'm only doing one chapter, and it's a short story anyway, and it's volunteer, and I can pick and choose, and it's all completely up to me. So like if I don't have time to do it, I won't pick something. And when I do, I can. And I chose a short story because it was only 10, 12 pages long. And it's a small book, like size-wise. So the pages aren't very big. And so therefore the story isn't really all that long. And it doesn't take a lot of time to read it. And I have to edit that still, and homework, and I'm feeling very overwhelmed by things. I have to get my crowns tomorrow. That makes me anxious, very anxious. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just feeling like I'm under the gun. I'm pressured. I'm under pressure. I've been going for 3 days straight, which is not typical for me because I have a really difficult time handling that, because I have to be around a lot of people. I've been having to go out and run errands. I mean, the day that I went to therapy, I also had to go to the grocery store to get food, and I also did the live segment as well. So I'm tired. I'm just really exhausted. And also I peaked, like I call them micro peaks. I micro peaked like twice, in hypomania. And that is exhausting too, because it's like trying to focus the energy and the, whatever it is, the size of the universe, and whittling it down and focusing it enough where you can get stuff done, then focus, like studying, writing an essay, researching the essay, and keeping on some form of a track. The size, to the size of a spool of thread, you know what I mean? And it's very exhausting. I'm very tired. I've been around a lot of people, and it's really stressing me out. And I've had to put on the brave, happy chameleon face and be nice. I mean, I'm a nice person, and I don't want to be cranky at people who are not deserving of it. None of this is their fault or anything. I'm just tired. I'm frustrated. I'm under the gun. I have things to do. I was in the Sprint store for an hour today, waiting for the, not really wait. Well, I was waiting. A lot of it was waiting because I guess we were waiting for the stupid thing to charge so that the guy could activate it and do things. Because I literally just took it out of the box just to make sure all the stuff was there, because it came in the mail. And I headed out. So it's just a lot of things going on, a lot of people, and tomorrow is no better. I have to go out again. I don't have very much downtime, because once I get back home, I have to do my homework. I have to make sure all of that's turned in so that I can spend the weekend editing the audiobook chapter so that I can get that turned in, so that I can research and get the ginger essential oils video out for you, and which means I have to film it. I have to find and credit authors and photos and find other things for you guys and edit that and film it and put it all together, and it's a lot of stuff. I'm really feeling overwhelmed. I'm not to the point where I can't deal with it, but I'm feeling very, I don't know, I don't feel heavy. I just feel like I'm tightened and I'm becoming, like the box is getting smaller. The walls are closing in. I know it'll stop, and I know it will, it'll right itself. I know that it will, and I know I can make it through. I'm going to be fine. It's just right now, I'm feeling tired, which probably means I should go to bed and get a fresh start in the morning. And that's going to suck because the appointment is at 10. I don't have to be up before 8 o'clock. But I have to make sure the dog is taken care of, the cat is taken care of, the dog has a snack so I can put him into his crate and make sure he's pottied. I have to make sure I've eaten something and had some form of coffee, taken my meds, brushed my teeth, make sure everything in the house is squared away before I leave, make sure the plants are watered, and then I go, and I have to still walk there, which is fine. And then I have to be there, but then there's the whole panic, there's the stress of being there, and the doing of the things, and people touching me, and stuff in my face. And I know I've been told many times that putting the crowns in does not hurt. It's the adjusting and everything that's annoying. It doesn't hurt, which is fine. It's just still being there in the dentist's chair, doing the things. It's very anxious making. So. And I've also been in a lot of pain too. The weather is getting cooler, which is great. I love when it gets colder, but it also means comes with it pain and stiffness. And I've just been on the go, constant, without, and my bones, my joints just ache. They hurt. And I'm not allowed to get, according to my insurance company, that I am not eligible or allowed to have pain management because the surgery that I had for my back last September was supposedly the magic pill and makes everything magically disappear. All they did was remove bone chips from my back and remove a disc. The problem still exists because it's a degenerative thing that I've had since it was something I was born with. It's not going to magically disappear and go away. It's going to still be there. It's going to always be there until the day that I die. I cheated surgery for 35 years. I did pretty good. And I finally got the surgery, and everything's great. I can walk. I'm not complaining at all. I'm very glad I had it happen. It needed to happen because I couldn't walk. But along with that comes, my back's a little weaker. My muscles and the joints there's now, grinding. There's the arthritis. It flares up, and pain is exhausting too. And of course, I've been dealing with a lot of bipolar symptoms, a really crazy mania that I recently had, and coming down from that is exhausting, and the micro peaks that I was talking about earlier, that's tiring too. And trying my very best to stay maintained. That's like my happy middle ground where things are good, where I am good, where I am focused and able to think and convey and all those things. And it's just a lot. I'm feeling very under the gun, cramped. I just want to sleep for like five whole days. Just all I want to do. Either that or eat Cheetos and drink a lot of wine and then fall asleep. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I'm getting really tired. I need to take my meds and go to bed. I'm going to try to get up a little early tomorrow so I can get everything done and not be under the gun and still make it to the dentist on time. He's not very far. He's up Breckenridge Street. And that's not very far at all. But it's still going to be morning and I have to get there. I have to be there. And the anxiety is exhausting. So, fun. So anyway, I hope you guys have a much better week and a great weekend. More better than mine is going to be. I have a lot of work to do. And hopefully I will make some time for some fun because I could really use some. You know, I put in a game time card for my, World of Warcraft, and I haven't been able to play it. I need to play. I want to play. I need some enough downtime so I can play and murder things. Legally. In a game. Not actually murdering things. Please do not demonetize me because I like money. Money is good. Money helps me eat food and keep lights and stuff on. I like it. Works good. Don't demonetize me. I'm adorable and fluffy. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. If I do not see you, I hope to talk to y'all again very soon. I'm going to go to bed because it's pretty much all I can fathom doing at the moment. I'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow or the next day or the next day. But anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome weekend. Have a good night. Stay safe. Be well. Stay happy.